Like the Magic Tarot cards, this is Jasmine. A quick psychic talk. This is about the Ten Commandments. Are you breaking a Ten Commandment? What happens to you when you break a Ten Commandment? Okay, we're going to go to the commandment number 9, which is bearing false witness against thy neighbor. What does that really mean? That means lying about somebody else. Thy neighbor in the Bible references or refers to a different person than yourself, not necessarily a neighbor next door, but just another person. So bearing false witness, that means making up stories, making up lies, saying untruths, things that are not true. Okay, that's a 10 commandment. You break any 10 commandment and your name gets taken out of life. So when you cross over and then you meet God on Judgment Day, your name will not be written in the book of life because your name was taken out of that. Okay. 10 commandments. 10 commandments are 10 commandments. You have to follow them if you want to make it to the other side. But God hates liars. That's the biggest abomination for him. Why? Because he is the truth. He doesn't lie. He doesn't like liars. He doesn't like a lie. He doesn't even like white lies, like little white lies, because the lie is a lie is a lie. Okay, to him, it's a lie. It's better to tell the truth and be honest, and you can be subtle. If you need to tell someone something, it's the truth. You can be subtle, you can be kind. It doesn't have to be, how do you say, it doesn't have to be rough or rude or anything like that. But even little white lies aren't okay. They're sins. So are you breaking one of the 10 commandments, and are you breaking that one? Lying about someone else is one of the worst commandments you can do, like one of them. I mean, they're all bad. They're all bad, but that one's a huge abomination. Making up lies about somebody, trying to make other people believe stuff about somebody that isn't true. Anything like that. Anything like that. And then that person's not around to either defend themselves or, you know, it's an abomination. And what happens to you is that you lose divine love. God starts getting away from you. Okay, what that means is that he doesn't stay near. So when he doesn't stay near, who do you think gets close? What entity do you think gets close to you? When God leaves you behind and takes his divine love away, his protection away from you, who do you think gets close to you? Think about it. Because this is what's written in the Bible. Okay, so and you think you're getting blessed, you're a liar, you're bearing false witness against your neighbor, and you're getting all these gifts, or you think your life is going well. Where do you think it's coming from? If it's not coming from divine love, who do you think is giving you that stuff? Who's poking your brain, telling you to lie, lie, lie? Because it's not God. So what entity do you think is poking your brain, telling you to do all this stuff, and you're listening, and then you're getting, buying this, buying that, my life is great, blah, 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 blah. Where do you think that's coming from? It's not coming from God, because he already withdrew his divine love, his blessings, because you bared false witness against your neighbor. So who do you think is giving these blessings? Because they're actually not blessings. They're payment for doing the devil's work. Okay. And people don't, if you don't believe that, that's fine. You don't have to believe it. Wait till you cross over. Wait till you cross over, and then you'll see the truth. Okay? Getting to heaven is a very narrow road. That's what the scripture says. Getting there is a very narrow road, because you have to live much like Jesus did. You have to do the things that he did. Be the way that he was. There will be multitudes of people who don't make it. Stay stuck here, or stagnation, or be wandering, their soul will be wandering. It's not too late to be a better person. It's not too late to start following the commandments. It's not too late to pray to God. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. It's not too late to do any of that. As long as you're living and breathing, you're still alive. It's not too late to seek a relationship with God, follow the truth. But not everybody believes in that stuff. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people have forgotten about Him. The law still stands. God's law still stands, no matter what time and age that we're in. The law, His law still stands. He's still the master. He's still the one that controls everything. He's still the one that can take your life at a moment's notice. At a moment's notice, He can take it. He's the one that gave it to you, and He can take it anytime He wants. He can make you rich, and at a moment's notice, He can make you back poor again. Okay? He can make you in good health, and at a moment's notice, you can be in bad health. Your life goes according to your deeds. Okay? And then you're judged on your deeds. After you cross over, you're going to be judged on the deeds that you did here on earth. So, it's best to be very careful. It's best to try to live the way that God would want you to live. Pray to Him, ask Him, need you. Always ask Him for Him to lead you. Him, not the other one, but Him. Because if you call the other one, He'll come. And nobody wants Him around. So, so be careful what you say. Be careful what you do. Are you breaking the 10 commandments? There's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of 10 commandments. Are we breaking them? Yes or no? Are you breaking them? Yes or no? All right, I'm going to go. I am so tired. I just got through doing a live. Thank you for all the people that came into my live. Thank you for everyone that sent donations. Thank you for all the beautiful text messages. I've gotten so many beautiful text messages for Halloween. Well, I get text messages every day, but people were texting me, telling me, all my subscribers, happy Halloween, and beautiful things. I really appreciate that. Thank you to all my subscribers. You make my page great. You make my page great. And remember, you always have a place here with me. No matter what question you ask, no question is ever dumb or stupid. Something that happens here, you can ask any question anytime. You can ask it as many times if you need to. You come back the next day and ask it again. You can ask it again because energies change every day. Today might be an answer of yes. It might be an answer of no. You just never know because as the planets rotate, our energy switches. So if you ask a question, does he think about me today? And I say no, come back and ask tomorrow because tomorrow may be yes. All right, so no answer is too big or too small. You can ask whatever you want to. You're always welcome here. You have a place here. You can rest your worries in your mind here. I'll help you try to figure out whatever it is that you need figuring out. I'm doing the $10 special. You can always come here for that. I give you many questions. Not just. I say it's for free, but I usually end up giving people free questions. I have a prayer list. If you want your name on the prayer list, you text me the name, and I'll put it on there. Anyone with bad comments and all that, you'll be immediately deleted and reported, and whatever comes next. But anyway, it's time for a change. It's time for a change. If you're not doing right, then it's time for a change. It's not too late. Not too late because we are in the tribulation. We're in the very tip. The door has opened. Okay. Gotta take a shower, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.